Welcome and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that speaks to divorced women to help them become a better version of themselves. Various topics will be speaked upon, such as personal development, relationships, health and wellness, wealth building, and children. Tune in every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. The show will be hosted by the lovely speaker, author, and transitional divorce coach, Kalima, aka Lady K. Now for your host, Lady K. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Walls and Doors, Part 1. Now, I first want to start off by saying that everyone that comes into your life will function either as a wall or a door. People occupied positions as walls and doors. Those are the type of people that God placed in our lives. Some people have to understand when to be a wall and when to be a door. Now, let me elaborate more about what I mean by walls and doors. So I'm going to give you a definition. So a wall, it keeps you from the things you don't want. It acts like as a barrier protection, like a defense mechanism. It's going to keep you away from danger, negativity, sin, and etc. And we need those type of people around us who are willing to stand between us and act as a wall to defend us. They do not allow everything to get to us. Okay? Now, as far as a door is a place of access. It's going to allow things to travel to and from a given destination. Things that wish to walk into our lives will do so through a door. The people who are doors will allow good things to come to us. Things that we need, that will allow us to grow and will allow us to reach success. So now I'm going to give you a little example how a wall and door can work together and it can work out for your benefit. So primary example is when you look at a window, right? And you look at the window, that's a vision. And you look at the window, the door, a good door, and a good wall. This will act as a filtering funnel. This will pass throughout certain impurities and negativity and only pushing out positivity for us. But here's the issue. This is the issue that a lot of us that comes face to face with us. The problem is that we are often faced when we have the wrong people in our lives. And the walls and doors are mixed up. And then you end up with someone who keep us from the good things that we need. They act as a wall when they should be acting as a door. So the people in your life, they pretty much have to know their position. Okay? Because the door, on the other hand, gets open wide to a lot of things, negativity and positivity. You understand what I'm saying? And all things that aren't good for us are suddenly flooding the house of our minds because they didn't do their job. And at the end of the day, when you think about this, and you see the difference between the walls and doors, it's all about discernment. Okay? At the end of the day, we have to decipher who is right for us and who is wrong for us, and knowing their positions in our life. As I just briefly mentioned, I said that, people have to know their positions in our life, but we also, too, have to know where to place these individuals and where we want them, because again, it's going to come from that discernment. And for the peoples who are Christians, this is why we constantly have to stay prayed up, but at the same time too, you have to have a relationship with Christ. You have to have that. You have to form that relationship, because He will speak to you and He will let you know who needs to be where. And that's just, and to be honest, that's just all around. God will expose people to you. He will let you know, okay, great, I give you the green light on that person, and on that person, I'm gonna have to give the red stop. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, and talking about Christianity, this is what some people they get it twisted. I'm gonna have to put on this, because they teach us as Christians we must learn to love everyone. However, you must understand that not everyone is good for you. So you have to know when to provide that access. We give access to the wrong people. Now, in the beginning, when you're in the learning stages, and you start to learn about a individual, you're going to say, okay, that person made a mistake, right? But I'm going to keep allowing them to have this certain access of me. But you see their mistakes. After a while, it's no longer a mistake. That's your decision. And your bad habits. And you're at a place where you're complacent, where you're saying to yourself, well, you know what? That's just the way they are. Okay, if that's just the way they are, then you need to remove yourself. And the problem is sometimes we hold on to people when we should be letting them go. I can speak about myself. I know there were plenty of people in my life where I was trying to hold on to them because I was trying to see the good in them. They were good, but they were not good for me. So I had to release them. You have to know the positions. Place yourself in great position, because when you place yourself in great position, then it will just come into alignment. You're out of order. You have to focus yourself and you have to reposition yourself. So you yourself, you have to know and understand that authority that you carry, because it's placed in you. And this pretty much, everyone, this is just what life is all about. You go through life and you live and you learn, and then you know how to set the tone for yourself. Again, that's like I spoke about on the other show. When you set the tone, people know how to play their positions in your life. So you have to ask yourself, are you setting the tone, and what do you need to do to set the tone? You're only getting older, and you want to get wiser as you get older. That's the plan. I think, to me, it makes sense to me. It's supposed to be the older you get, the wiser you get. Not the older you get, the more, I don't know. No, you have to stand firm. Who are your walls and who are your doors? And just as I stated before, your walls and doors, I gave the example how the positivity flow can come in. You, like I said, if they're not on post and they're not doing their job, you can just get a flooding of negativity. Now, do you want that? Now, everything that I just spoke about, I hope that resonated in your spirit today, because you're going to have to do a lot of evaluating in your life. Okay? So I thank you guys for tuning in today. I ask you to please continue to follow me on social media on Facebook and Instagram at Lady K Chat, and on my website www.ladykcoaching.com. Excuse me. Have a great night, everyone. Lady